brothers and I would be the supply chain for bricks, and many times I would be the last link between the bricks and my father. Sometimes I would balance myself on the scaffolding, 2 stories up, and catch bricks thrown to me from the ground. There was a certain standard. Even though my job was to make sure that my dad had bricks and everything worked out smoothly, I took pride in it. There were no shortcuts. The concrete had to be laid a certain way. The bricks had to be stacked because any slowdown was money lost. It was a lot of pressure. And I didn't want to let my father down. I was afraid to fail. I'm here to tell you that the fear of failure is the engine that has driven me throughout my entire life. It flies in the faces of all these sports psychologists who say you have to let go of your fears to be successful, and that negative thoughts will diminish performance. But not wanting to disappoint my parents and later my coaches, teammates, and fans is what pushed me to be successful. Thank you. My dad was a hard man. I never saw him cry, and he didn't say, "I love you." But like men of his generation, he expressed it in other ways. He taught us about responsibility at an early age. I miss him, and I know he would be very proud of me today. I wish you were here, Dad. I love you. Despite the fear of knowing my mom and dad would whip me good, one day my sophomore year at B.L. Moore High School, I decided to play hooky with a friend, and we got caught by the school principal, Mr. Ethel Wicks. He saw how fast I sprinted away from him and realized I could put my speed to better use. So after whacks with a leather strap, he forced me to meet with Charles Davis, our head football coach, who convinced me to come out for the team. Coach Davis made us run hills after practice, 40 yards up, 40 yards down. A training regimen I kept doing 20 seasons in the NFL. Thank you. I received a lot of letters from recruiters at big schools like USC, LSU, Mississippi State, but I chose Mississippi Valley for 2 reasons. Coach Archie Cooley loved his team to throw the football, and they were the only ones who sent someone to see me play. Coach Cooley is here today. Thank you. Before Joe Montana or Steve Young, there was Willie Todd, my quarterback at Mississippi Valley State University. We earned the nickname the Satellite Express because the ball was seemingly in orbit. Willie is here today. Thank you. It was a dream come true to be drafted by the 49ers, and I'm so proud to be part of such a classy organization with the greatest owner ever, Eddie DeBartolo. Greatest coach of all time, Bill Walsh, and the greatest fan. There would never be another organization like that in the history of sports. To have 2 guys like that who were all about winning. Eddie would say, "I'll give you guys everything you want. You're going to have the best hotels, the best planes to travel on. You're going to go a day early to the East Coast. All I want is for you to do is win championships." Eddie was like that 12th man. He loved football, loved players even more, and he wanted to win. And man, did the 49ers win under Eddie DeBartolo. 5 Super Bowls in 12 years. Every player knew nothing was finer than to be a 49er, and some were willing to take a pay cut to play there. We were the envy of the NFL. The guys, they said, wore wingtips and carried briefcases because we were a first-class operation and business. And just like he did after every game, Eddie has greeted players like Joe Montana, Steve Young, Ronnie Lott, Fred Dean, and me in Canton, Ohio. He deserves to be standing with us as a member of the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Thank you, Eddie. I love you and your family, your wife, Candy, and your daughters. I miss Bill Walsh every day of my life. And I know he's up there looking down from heaven today, smiling. What can I say about the genius, the legend? He was like magic. He would cast a spell on you, just being in his presence. You wanted to win for this guy. There was just something about him, and he knew how to get the best out of his football players. Bill is the reason I played in the NFL. He was like a father to me, someone I could talk to about relationships and business of professional football. I never wanted to let my father down, and I was afraid to let Bill Walsh down. He taught us to be perfect, and if you fail to be perfect, then excellence will be within your grasp. He had every gift the length of years. I love you, Bill, your wife, Jerry, and your family. Jerry, Liz, thank you for joining us here today.